What's up, family? Welcome to the Toe2Toe Sports Show, where we talk about everything from football to baseball to basketball to boxing. And oh yeah, can't forget about our Dawgs and Gators.
You never know what you'll hear from Kb Steveo, and you'll never know who you'll see stopping by to kick it with the guys.
So make sure you check us out live every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time on Facebook and YouTube Live. Peace.
I ain't never played sports. You know what I mean? I always have, you know what I'm saying, like music and love music from the jump. So that was my just plan A. I ain't even have a plan B. I made myself not have a plan B on purpose just so I can fulfill my plan A.
Probably more partisan Ole Miss than ours, but it felt like you were on a road game with their atmosphere, and they had momentum a lot. It was a back-and-forth game. It's an incredible college football game. It's what the CFP was built for, to have battles like that, and that was basically every conference game we had this year. I felt like every game was like that one, back, forth, plays being made all over, and a lot of credit goes to Ole Miss. The defensive improvements they made, they played much better and tougher and more physical on defense, created some problems for us. And their quarterback is just incredible. I mean, he does an unbelievable job of not giving up sacks and making plays with his legs. And they made, more plays than we did. And I got to be honest,
That's all you can say, man. They made more plays than we did, my boy. That's all I can say. I ain't got nothing else to say. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the Toe2Toe Sports Show. I'm your dog, Steveo. That's my boy, Kb. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what we do, and y'all know what we do every Sunday morning. We coming to y'all a little early this morning, though.
Yeah, man.
Just a little bit. But, yeah. Kb, I know you enjoy it. Talk to me, my boy.
I did, man. It was amazing to watch. Actually, it was a good game. I didn't expect UGA to lose. I didn't think that Ole Miss offense was good enough to beat you all. I didn't think they were consistent enough. They were going to be consistent enough. I didn't expect Chambliss to play as well as he did. I didn't expect their defense to play as well as they did. And I think UGA helped out a couple of times with some of them calls. I don't know what Kirby was on, what Bobo was on, who was making that final decision with a lot of the stuff. It just looked it looked bad, man. Like the game, it looked like Georgia's was just off of their kilter the whole game. Like y'all never looked settled in. Like I don't know if the run ever was established, which was crazy. It looked like old boy was back there just running for it just looked mad dysfunctional. Like I don't know what the CFP air did to y'all, but y'all looked like everybody else. And I didn't expect that.
Yeah, definitely didn't expect that. The defense had been playing so well the last few weeks, especially on third down with getting off the field, getting pressure on the quarterback, making sure they were playing sticky coverage. And I think everything that we had seen probably from week 1 through week like 6 or 7 came back to hunt us again on that game against Ole Miss. You couldn't get to the quarterback at all. Couldn't do anything. Couldn't get to him, couldn't cough on him, couldn't touch him. You couldn't even get to the point where you could even get a good shot on him, with him releasing the ball and you getting a clean hit on him. He was able to run around, kind of make plays like Kirby said with his legs. Couldn't get him on the ground, couldn't tackle him. He's running in the backfield, playing backyard football. He's running 30, 40 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Somebody break open and he throw the ball down the field for a big gain. I think I kind of knew we were in a little trouble when I started seeing Kirby pressing. Now, that first fourth down, the punt, okay, I get it. But when you start going for it on like fourth and 6 on your own 30 or own 40, and Gunner took that sack. Now, granted, great play call because dude was wide open. Would have been a touchdown if he had time, but at the same time, would have, could have, should have, but then. So, when Kirby started pressing, I'm seeing him going for it on fourth down. It just reminded me of like the old Kirby in the kind of beginning days of his coaching careers at UGA, where he was make a questionable call on fourth down, like having Justin Fields go for it at that time. I know that's not like one that just stick out in my head in that I think SEC championship game. It might have been national championship game, whichever game it was. But yeah, just kind of uncharacteristic things from the Bulldogs, man, that I saw. Gunner Stockton was off. I think he was concussed personally. I really think after he took that one big hit going down the sideline when he completed that pass to Kobe Young, I think he was concussed, and I think we probably should have looked at bringing him out of the game. After that, it just seemed like the game was just moving too fast for him. It seemed like he couldn't really get going. He couldn't get his feet going. He couldn't get his feet set. He was kind of particularly off. He did make a few plays with Branch, don't get me wrong. But yeah, no excuse, man. Ole Miss just outplayed us. I told y'all last week, it's hard to beat the team twice, especially when you have a coordinator who's kind of stuck in his ways. Yeah, Bobo don't make too many adjustments. If you play Bobo twice, you kind of have seen everything. He gonna throw everything at you in the first
Bobo
game.
Been good all year.
Yeah, he has, but he hasn't played the same team twice all year. So again, I'm not saying Bobo's bad. I just said he has a bad matchup. If you play Bobo twice, you've probably seen everything he has in that first game. What different did we do in this game offensively that we didn't do the first time around? There's nothing. You seen screen passes to Branch. You saw it running to the left, right. Saw Gunner try to make a few plays with his legs. He couldn't do that. So I just feel like Bobo just don't have a changeup. He don't have a curveball. If he can't beat you with that 95 heater, if they can't come downhill and just smash you in the face, then they're gonna have a hard time. And whoever number I think 92 is Eccles or Nichols on Ole Miss, yeah, that boy made him some money come Sunday. He's definitely going to get drafted. He's definitely get drafted high. So yeah, this bad situation, man, bad matchup. Defensive coordinator for Ole Miss definitely is a guy. You know what I mean?
He legit.
Yeah. I think he should. They definitely have to offer him that head coaching job. At this point, I think if you make a change at coach, you'd be crazy if you're Ole Miss. Dude, prove he can coach. Now, can he get the coordinators to kind of back him up? Hats off to Ole Miss offensively too, man. They just ran the ball. We couldn't stop them. Lacey had 98 yards, I think, on maybe like 21 carries. So you kept him under 100 yards, but still, you don't really see UGA defenses getting pushed around like that, man. Second half couldn't make the adjustments. I'm with you on that. Like I said, Bobo don't have a change up. Just being real. They plan on out physically everybody, or they want to beat you into the ground and think you're going to submit in the fourth quarter. And Ole Miss was prepared. Got to give them their props.
I don't understand. Really, like the first time y'all went for it on fourth down, we are up by 2 or 3, and I was like, I mean, I don't get it, but it worked. You kind of
expect that from Kirby. Kirby do that like every game. He gonna throw a fourth down wrinkle at you, but to do it twice, you press it.
No, when they do that whole like had the punt, then everybody and then offense run on the field, like it looks cool, like, oh wow, they're doing something, but it just, man, the momentum just wasn't on your side. It was just bad.
Ole Miss played a better game, man. There's nothing else you can say. Ole Miss played a better game. We know they have the talent. It ain't like them boys is JMU out there playing. Ole Miss just had a better game, bro. And nothing else you can say about it. It just went our night. It pick a bad time for it not to be your night, but we ain't go out there and get blowed out. We didn't go out there and didn't have a chance to win. At least you had a chance to win the game. But Chambliss was just on another level, man. He had a Superman cape on. If he plays like that, nobody will beat him. If he plays just like that, the man was 30 of 41 for 300 and some yards. You're not gonna beat him, bro.
Man.
And he making plays with his legs like that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. Good matchup next round. Miami's defense against Ole Miss's offense. I think Miami defense has a lot more polished pass rushers than we do. Their secondary might not be as good as ours, I believe, but their pass rush and their front seven are definitely a lot more polished than us. So
the way Ole Miss is making it look, they got DBs.
If you go back and look at the game, it wasn't the DBs out of position to get beat. The nigga was just on point, bro. He's throwing darts. You can't stop perfect offense. I don't care what kind of defense you play. If the quarterback put the ball in a certain position, you can't stop it. There's nothing you can do about it. He was throwing back shoulder throws. I didn't even know he could, though, bro. He was making plays I've never seen this kid make. And I've watched Ole Miss quite a few times this season. He's never been that accurate. He's never been that on. Playing Georgia twice, maybe he just felt like he had to do his thing. So it is what it is. I don't want to sit here and make no excuses, man. We lost. Now
I loved it.
We still are. Now we lost as champions. So let me just throw that out there too.
I don't care. You lost.
Yeah, I know you do. You don't know what the SEC championship look like no more. They'll change the trophy since you won.
We was just in it a few years ago before
you was in
it. Hey man, you can't.
In it.
Hey, Alabama was just a better team that day.
Oh, that's true. Well, a lot of teams be better on the day they play y'all, but that ain't the point though.
Shout out to it. So what does this mean? Like as far like I'm very happy that we hired Buster Faulkner at this time because I definitely feel like if he was still available, Kirby would definitely go after.
Kirby's not gonna make a change unless for one, you don't make a change because the 2027 quarterback, number one kid, loves Bobo. That's one reason why you don't make a change because that kid's coming in there with expectations of playing for Mike Bobo. That's the first thing. Two, you didn't have a problem with Mike Bobo all season long, really. Now, seasons before this and times before this, yes. Do I put this game on Bobo? Yeah, but a lot of times Kirby make a decision to go for it on fourth down like that. You kind of put your offense and defense in bad positions. I think the coaching staff collectively, Glenn Schumann, Bobo, Kirby, they all got out coached. So I don't just point the finger at Bobo, and I don't really care if they make a change or not at Bobo. I was happy with Bobo this season. Bobo probably had one of the youngest offensive lines he's probably had since being at Georgia. The team itself is made up of 85-90% of sophomores and true freshmen. So I'm not really worried about UGA or where we're going. So
now, is it true? Is it true that Kirby took defensive play calling away from Schumann's second half?
I'm not sure. I ain't really looking into that. That's in-house. That's in-house material. Anyway, we won't talk about it.
I'll find out, guys. I'll find my guys.
But I mean, it's. Would I prefer Merrill Tucker to be my defensive coordinator next year? Probably so. I'll just throw that out there.
I could think that.
Is Merrill Tucker probably coming back because you got Muschamp going to Texas? I think so. That's what y'all need to be worried about. Will Muschamp taking the Georgia style of defense to Texas?
No, I don't care what style you call it.
About.
Muschamp defense is that. Like
Texas is going to have a good defense.
Yeah, it wasn't good news for anybody in college football.
I don't think people understand what Texas getting with Will Muschamp means for their defense.
I think people sit back and they be like, "Oh, the last time he was at Florida and they didn't win like a natty or nothing." Yeah, but that defense was it. Like that whole team, all the 5 stars and 4. That defense was crazy. Yeah. That defense was like he gonna recruit and he gonna put together a defense. That's why everybody was mad when Billy didn't give him the keys to the defense and wanted to keep 2 coaches, and told him no. Everybody was like, "What are you doing? Like this is Will Muschamp." So yeah, for him to go to Texas, the way Texas ended the year with Arch looking like,
I was hoping he didn't go to Ole Miss though. I mean, LSU.
Yeah.
If he went to LSU, ooh.
When Baker was interviewing for Tulane, it was like, okay, because a lot of the coaches would have left. But them keeping Baker, I was like, good, because at the end of the day, LSU defense is basic at best. I don't care about all the coaches' names that they got on the roster, on the coaching staff. They're average at best. They may have a good game here or there. They may not. It's really predicated on certain players playing very well. If they would have got Will Muschamp, that would have been it, boy. That would have been a wrap. Like LSU, just give them the championship trophy. It would have been what it is. But it's going to be very interesting to see for sure.
So Miami dominates Ohio State 24-14. Probably, I would say that's the biggest upset of the weekend for me, or biggest surprise of the weekend for me.
Of the CFP so far.
Yeah, Miami. I expected them to win. I picked Miami to win. Yeah, go back on my page and look. We even talked the week before that. I really did pick Miami to win. I just didn't think they would go in there and dominate and make it look the way they did. Miami really went in there and showed something. I think Miami can win it out. I don't think they win it out. I think they will win it out. I think Miami will be the 2025 national champions.
I can never I ain't gonna go that far. But what I will say, because I really think Indiana is just
now that would be if I had to pick a team, you know what I mean? It would be Indiana. If I had to pick one and be like, hey, can they get over them? I would say Indiana, but I'm gonna be real with you. I think Atlanta got something for Indiana. It's hard to beat the team twice. Didn't they play already?
Yes, I think so.
Indiana already beat them. It's hard to beat a team twice. Now, y'all keep hearing Steve-O say that. Y'all listen to me when we come back in here next week and we get to talking.
The reason why I think Indiana at this point of the year, healthy, I think their team is just on a different. They're on a different, like, it's just different. Like, their team is different. They've been one of the most consistent teams in college football. They can beat you on all aspects of the game. I don't know that Oregon can do that, because Oregon, they were struggling with Texas Tech, and Texas Tech offense didn't do anything.
Yeah, I was going to say Texas Tech offense.
Texas Tech offense literally did nothing. And
if
Oregon had
to get a few first downs, they would have been in the game, but they literally couldn't move. They couldn't do anything. Couldn't run. Couldn't pass.
And their cornerback, their cornerback, like, they got the fumble, the pick, like, they were getting things and they still couldn't score. And I think that Indiana's defense is just as good as Texas Tech.
Atlanta got them boys humming. I'm telling you now, man.
I still got Indiana winning it all. I don't see Ole Miss, like you said, if Ole Miss plays exactly how they played against Miami,
ain't nobody beating them. Nobody's beating Ole Miss if they play like that.
You know what I'm saying?
This was Mike Vick from Virginia Tech. He was Cam Newton from Auburn. He was Tim Tebow from Florida. That boy was going off. I ain't seen nobody do that since Johnny Manziel. He really looked like Johnny Manziel, like that, running backwards, literally, bro.
Yeah,
I'm screaming at the TV. Somebody tackle this man.
Yeah, man, he was all over the place, and that's the aspect that and we all knew. It's just the throwing we didn't know, because he came out kind of rusty at first. And the thing with Miami, y'all offense set y'all stride exactly why I didn't pick y'all last game, because it hasn't hit your stride. It's still looking for. It seems like it's still like an identity crisis with Miami offense, and I just don't know that y'all have y'all go-to thing. Like, I mean, running the ball, yes, but what happens if a team stops to run? Because y'all have been very good running the ball, 4 or 5 yards a carry, which is amazing. But if a team stops you, then what? And I think that right there is the caveat that Miami hasn't had to deal with yet. And not saying that Ole Miss is going to do it, because I don't know Ole Miss to be a stout run defense that's just like 20 yards a game type thing. But I don't know. I think the defensive coordinators, I think Ole Miss wins in that one. Offensive coordinators, I still think Charlie Weiss is probably better than Dawson. However, I think Miami's O-line is just so dominant that you can just do more. So like if anybody, like if Ole Miss had Miami's O-line, they would run through. It just wouldn't be a thing. I mean, look, I hear y'all. Like, I definitely understand the Miami fans, feeling confident. I would too. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no doubt. Like, if I wasn't trying to be like even kill, unbiased, then
Chambliss is that guy, y'all. That's what I tell y'all. If he put that Superman cape back on, they're gonna go to the national championship and win it. How you think Lane Kiffin would feel if they go to the national championship and win? I'm just asking.
I think he would be. I think it's both. I think he's a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type guy. I think he would be happy for them.
He's still good players. Don't forget that part.
Yeah, I think he would be happy for the players, happy for them. I don't think he would care about the people, the shot callers. But I think for the players, he would be happy. And then he would be happy.
He still get a ring too, so I think I'd be happy too. Y'all gonna have to send my ring in the mail, but yeah, I still like my national championship.
It's going to be very interesting when all this is going on, because I think the portal closed.
He's already put out a mandate that's telling them players that, hey, if you coming, you need to come now. So
yeah, because
I've seen a few Ole Miss players even after the win jump in the portal and they're going straight to LSU. So
yeah, so it's that's going to be interesting, because the 16th they have to be done. They have to be registered in school. It's still students, so they still have a lot of things to go about. But Chambliss, I don't know that he's the best quarterback. He's the best quarterback when he plays like that.
Yeah,
but
right.
The problem is he's never played like that.
Right. Because exactly. That's what I was just going to say. We've seen Chambliss have moments like that, but we've never seen him have a whole game like that. He had a full game making plays, unstoppable, unbelievable plays. I've seen it in spurts, but I've never seen.
No, he's never put together to compete a competitive game. Yes. Now, I'm not saying that your defensive coordinator is bad. I'm just saying that Golding is just a better coordinator. Like, he's a NFL caliber, top tier defensive coordinator. Like, it just is what it is. It's not predicated on two guys having a pass rush game. It's not predicated on, okay, they're playing third and long.
They play a system front to back. They play complementary on the back end.
They play complementary defense. Like, it's what's been shown. Yes, I do, because they use common sense. It's not emotional. It's what have I seen on a consistent basis? What I've seen on a consistent basis is Ole Miss defense being very, very good, very disciplined, all complimentary on all three levels. What I've seen from Miami defense is Bain and Mesidor, that D line better get home.
He might be better than Matt Patricia. Matt Patricia just got there. I would say been building this defense for like 3 years now. Matt Patricia, I believe, just got there last year?
Yeah, and Matt Patricia, I think Matt Patricia is a better defender for like a Big Ten offense, how they're typically built. Running game, one or two receivers, a tight end, like a probably more pro style offense versus a spread. Like him against the spread, he looks like he doesn't look too special. So
who you got winning the games, man? So we got Oregon and Indiana, and you got Miami and Ole Miss. Who you got going to the college football playoff finals?
I'm gonna go based off of what I saw last game, because clearly, if I have to go off what I have last game, I think I go Indiana. I think Indiana wins that game. I just don't think Ole Miss. I mean, I don't think Oregon. That Moore is really as advertised. Not yet. And the Ole Miss, Miami. If Chambliss plays like that, then yeah, I don't see anybody stopping them. But if he doesn't and he plays more normal, and Miami runs the ball a lot and don't try to get fancy giving the ball to Beck, Miami will win. But if they remotely get away from running the ball and not giving Mark Fletcher 30 carries, I don't think they'll win.
Yeah, it's hard for me to pick. It's really hard for me to pick the Indiana-Oregon game. Only because I want to go with Indiana so bad, and the Heisman Trophy winner, the quarterback says the right thing, he does the right thing, he makes the right plays. I just feel like once I've seen you do it once, do you have a change-up? If your fastball isn't working this game, do you have a change-up? Can you win in different ways? And I don't know if Indiana is going to be able to really do things differently enough to throw Oregon off or to keep Oregon from winning. So I'm going to give me Oregon for the upset on their side, and I'll take Miami to beat Ole Miss. So give me Oregon versus Miami in the national championship game.
Yeah, it's going to be good, man. Like, I'm in high expectation of good football. And the thing that gets me with the Ole Miss and the end of the game, they're familiar with each other. They've already played. That's a different type of game. I think that's going to be more of a chess game. Like, that first quarter is probably going to be like a lot of punts, a lot of trying to figure each other out. Miami, Ole Miss, depending, I don't know what they're coming, because I don't know if I'm getting Miami from last game or am I getting Miami from Texas A&M game. And then I don't know if I'm getting Ole Miss from their second half, their last 3 quarters against Tulane, Ole Miss, that looked like if they had another quarter, they might have lost that lead. Or are we getting the Ole Miss that play UGA? I literally don't know who to get. And unfortunately, the fans of both teams don't know who they're getting either. And I think that's, if they were being honest, you can't be confident one way or another. Like, I can't come and say, like, oh, Miami gonna get washed. I don't know. They called a perfect game last week. It was a perfect game of mix, of run. Beck scrambled. He got down. I was like, oh shit. Well, if he do that, then
didn't even know he had it in him, did you?
Bruh, I was like, when Beck took off and ran, I said, and he ran like he had a little pickup. I said, oh, well, this is different. Who was this? He ain't done this in 5 years. So that stuff like that is like,
yeah.
I would not, if you're a betting man, sit on your hands.
No.
Put it in.
You bet the over. Take the over. There's gonna be some points scored in this thing. So take the over. Whatever it is, probably gonna be about 41, maybe 50, between 41 and 52 points combined. Take the over, man. Yeah, Styles do win a fight. I like Miami's defensive ends. They got 2 bookend defensive ends, 2 NFL ready defensive ends. You can't stop that. And I think Georgia in their heydays, when we were able to go in and make them kind of statements and do those type of things, that's what we had. And I think that's what we missed. We missed the last game. And if Miami's defensive ends can get home, if they can win and get home and keep Chambliss from making them kind of insane, crazy, Michael Vick, Johnny Manziel run around the backyard type plays, I think that Miami will win this game. I can say easily, but I think they'll be able to keep this game controlled. Be in control.
If Bain and Mesidor. Because for me, it won't be them on the stat sheet, right? I don't expect for them to have like several sacks, but what I expect them to do, they can. But what I expect, because of how Chambliss plays, I expect them to force, like, because they do very well with rushing and line. They don't get too far upfield, and what I think that does is squeeze the pocket. If them defensive tackles come to play, they might be the ones with the pretty stats. Like, they may be the ones with like multiple sacks, and you might see a lot of pressure off the edge. And I think a lot of Chambliss are going to step up. And if your defensive tackles are just rushing straight up the field and to just mano y mano crush them dudes 2-on-3, I think you're going to have a long day for Chambliss, especially because we haven't seen Miami do this too often. I don't know if they have, but Ole Miss would be a great team to have a linebacker play at the line. So where you're rushing 5 on a consistent basis, because Miami's linebackers can run with Ole Miss tight ends, and I think their DBs are solid enough to play some man-on-man. And if you can rush 5 and get home, that's going to be crazy. I think that'll be amazing. But again, you have to cover Lacey out the backfield. If Chambliss breaks on the outside, that's 80 yards. So it's like that's a lot of pick your poison. It's a lot of execution that has to be done. Plays can be called. They're going to call the great play, but can they execute? It's going to be one. And I can't wait to see this game. Like, this is going to be a good game, man. So shout out to Miami. Shout out to Ole Miss. Shout out to Indiana and Oregon. Ohio State, you suck. Yeah. Ohio State was so bad, bro. I was so like, wow.
Yeah, I wasn't. I'm not gonna lie to you. It didn't shock me that they looked like that because when you play in Northwestern and Purdue and Rutgers and Illinois, those type of team of the world. What do you kind of expect when you play a real team? We've seen what happens to them when they played a team that was well coached, had good talent, and was able to execute their scheme exactly how they wanted to. They got blown out by Indiana. So it wasn't anything different that we've seen. Miami came in, had an excellent game plan on defense, executed their game plan with their stars and the people. That cornerback, I know he's been in the college football for 6-7 years. I get it. Him and Derek Stingley were in the same class together, but that boy can play. I don't know why he went to play on Sundays yet, but
maybe he's getting a bag tonight.
Probably, yeah. Miami probably paying him good money to not go, but yeah, good. This is what the college football players about. This is why we love college football. One day, KB, you'll get to experience this, and you'll get to cheer for Florida in the college football playoff. One day,
I can't wait.
But
But before we move on to NFL, because I have to go soon.
Right.
Miami. If Miami tries to feature them wide receivers, no, because the thing is, I don't want people to listen because for whatever reason they feel like I'm being biased. I'm not being biased.
I don't like the Saints.
I'm not being unbiased. All I'm saying is that I think Miami's best chance to win is running the ball. I think that's where their strength is. So I shouldn't see Tony Trader and
that ain't sexy to them. They want to air that. They want they want Tony having touchdowns, and they want to be
And I get it. And I'm not saying that they can't do it. I'm just saying I think when you look at how Miami has been successful, running the ball should be their priority. Like, I would love for my wide receivers to go crazy, but I know Ball better get that mug 30 times for us to have a chance to win. And I think it's the same for Miami. It's not being unbiased or being biased. It's Beck is who Beck is. And Beck had a good game. Don't ruin it by making him throw the ball 40 times. That's not his strong suit. The strong suit was exactly what y'all did last week. Run that mug over and over and over. Pass here, pass here. Run. Pass here, pass here. That's how you win. And if you think that you want to have your receivers going crazy, that's not the recipe for success for Miami against Ole Miss. Just saying. But yeah, man, NFL.
Yeah, man. Last week of the regular season, it seemed like it just went so fast. That's all. It seemed like just yesterday we were talking about preseason, and I was predicting the Falcons to win the division and go to the playoffs. I had at least 10 wins. You know what I mean? So I just, just this day be sad because it's the final week of the NFL. So we actually already saw 2 games, man. Tampa Bay did their thing yesterday and was able to beat the Panthers, but they have to rely on the Saints to win for them to go to the playoffs. If we win, we send the Carolina Panthers to the playoffs. So that game is going to be intriguing here at 1:00 here down at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. I actually have a standing invite if I want to go, but I don't know if I want to go, so I ain't really made no decisions. But let's start with the top, man. Green Bay. Oh, sorry. Seattle did win the number 1 seed as of yesterday. They locked up the number 1 seed, so they will have a bye week, and you have to go into Seattle, which is a tough place to play, to win the NFC. So, what you think about that, man? We'll start there yesterday, man. Did you get a chance to watch any of the games yesterday, man?
I got to see a little bit.
Bryce Young and Baker look like trash.
Yeah. I chose not to watch too much of that game. I'm a believer in you are who you are. I don't care if you have a spurt of good ball here and there. And they are who I think they are. And I just think, no. I did watch some of the Seahawks game. The Seahawks are
legit. They defense is legit, bro. They probably have maybe the best defense outside Denver going into the playoffs, man. I didn't really realize the Seahawks were as good as they are. So
I knew they had pieces. I knew they had pieces, but I didn't expect it to gel together as well as it did. Yeah, that was just fun. Like, yes, the week before.
Yeah, I know, man. Listen,
like it don't make sense. Like common sense. You comment with common sense. If you suck the week before, I would assume you're going to suck the next week. That's just common sense. But yes, Seattle, they have complimentary football, man, and their quarterback is playing well. Their defense is playing well at the perfect time.
Yeah, they're going to be a tough out. I don't know if they'll win it all and represent the NFC, but I know it's going to be tough to beat them. Watching them last night, the way they were able to suffocate Brock Purdy and those wide receivers. Now, mind you, San Francisco, I don't even know who's catching the ball for them. Ricky was hurt yesterday. You only got CMC really out there. Kittle was in the game. I think he had a pretty good game or a decent game. But San Francisco's missing that deep threat, man. They missing that guy that can take the top off, the guy that can go downfield and stretch the field. And I do think that their offensive line is getting a little old as well. I know Trent Williams didn't play yesterday. Brock Purdy was taking some crazy hits yesterday too. But again, I think that's also a product of the Seattle defense being good as well. So we'll run through these games, man, and just kind of tell me what you think. Green Bay at Minnesota.
Man, I'm gonna go with
I'm gonna go with Minnesota, and I think Green Bay fires their coach.
I was gonna go with Minnesota too. I just the way that JJ,
they believe in JJ McCarthy. I don't know what they see, but
JJ don't.
Nah, I don't think so either. I think bro probably needs to get up out of there while he's in his prime. The Cleveland Browns will go into Cincinnati Bengals. You got Shador versus Joe Burrow.
Get my money on Shador, baby.
Yeah, I be like some of these games. They ought to let they ought to let them play. If you win, you can put a column in the L or the W column, wherever you want to put it. They ought to let them choose. That'll be dope. The Colts, man, they started off real well, man. We had high expectations, but I think all those have dwindled away with Daniel Jones getting hurt. You got the Colts at the Texans.
I think Texans going to win this one, man. Like you said, the injury did it all.
Yeah, man, it killed them. Cowboys at Giants. I think Cowboys in the season on a higher note, and I think Cowboys win that game. I don't know what the Giants should do with the first pick, but they're going to have the second pick or third pick. I feel like you need another wide receiver. Naples is hurt. Having another number one wide receiver wouldn't hurt. It would only help that young quarterback you got. Your defense. How many defensive ends can you draft? I mean,
don't get no more.
Yeah,
man, their draft is going to be. If I were them, I would probably move back and get some pieces.
Get some pieces.
Because, man, if you had to draft next year with Jeremiah and all those guys, that's the one you want to have.
That's the one you want to have. So, looking at this, interesting game. Again, if the Saints win, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers go to the playoffs. If the Falcons win, Carolina Panthers go to the playoffs. I'm going to take I'm gonna take the Falcons to win, of course. I just don't like the Saints, and beating the Saints probably gonna help Raheem keep his job, even though they are reporting that the general manager, the GM has already been told he's gonna get his walking papers. So, Texans at Jags. Jags are doing pretty good. I think Jags win this one unless they're not playing their starters, but I think they are because seeding is on the line. So I think the Jags win.
I think the Jags. I don't know, man. I might go with the Titans. I might go with the Titans this one, man. I'm gonna go with Titans.
Titans better get that boy some weapons.
He got one, DK.
Nah, man, that boy,
he broke the record. They broke the
probably
record.
did.
He did. I mean, he broke for a rookie, the all-purpose record. Pro Bowl.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, man.
All right, Chargers at Broncos. I think this is again for seeding purposes. Give me Broncos for the win. And again, this is predicated on the starters playing. If the starters ain't playing, then I probably would choose the other way. Chiefs at Raiders. Oh my God. Ooh, this is bad.
I don't think the Raiders are gonna. I don't think they're going to let. They'll pull the fire alarm before they win. So
if they win and lose that number one pick, I'm pretty sure the owner will probably lose his mind. So if I'm the Chiefs, though, I try to give you that game just to be petty. Any way I can possibly, I'm gonna try to give you that game and let you have it. Washington at Eagles. Nobody's playing the starters in this one. Daniels is out. Still give me the Eagles. I just think Washington's just a bad team. Jets at Bills. The Jets have not had an interception all season. If they don't get an interception today, they will be the only team since 1933 to never record an interception in a regular season.
And it can't be broken.
And I think it can't be broken. And I think it happens. I don't think they pick Josh Allen off. I think Josh Allen plays and they win.
Yeah. I think if Josh Allen
if the starters are playing again.
Yeah.
Dolphins. Now I know the Dolphins in Miami. I know the Patriots are playing because again, seeding in the AFC is not set. So all of these teams are playing their starters for what I'm reading online. So give me the Patriots.
Even if they had their bench playing Patriots.
Right. Cardinals and give me Rams. Give me Bears.
Absolutely.
Now, this is the last game of the season, and it dictates who wins the AFC North. Steelers at Pittsburgh. Ooh.
And whoever loses doesn't make the playoffs, I think.
Right. Yeah.
I think because Lamar's playing, he said that he playing. But I think the Steelers, I think the Steelers are going to win. I don't want them to. Of course, I want Lamar. I want the playoff. Even if they get in, I think they're still a first-round exit. But I just think the Steelers, they're playing at home.
I'm gonna go with the Ravens, man. I think the Ravens got a better team. I think they're just not as healthy as they should have been all season. Hopefully Lamar is healthy today. If he's not, then they will not win this game. But I believe if they lose this game too, this is the last game you will see Lamar Jackson in a Baltimore Ravens uniform.
Nah.
Just telling you what I think.
I would be dope though, but
I'm just telling you. Real quick, we gotta get up out of here. Brody, look at this real quick. Tell me what you think about these incentives that these people trying to hit today. Just real quick. I know we gotta go. Sam Jackson, $1 million, man. You got $1,025,000. Look at this. These are big money.
Man, let these guys get their incentives, man. Put them in a position to get their incentives.
Saquon ain't gonna get his because they already said they're not playing their starters, so that's out. But yeah, man, great show, my boy. Y'all too, man. I ain't fooling with you and Kill. My boy, if y'all ain't did nothing else today, man, do your boy a favor. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that follow button. Make sure y'all hit that share button. And man, y'all make sure y'all catch us same bat time, same bat channel. Next week, man, we'll be back to talk about the college football playoff results, talk about the first round of the NFL playoffs as well, and then basketball season 2, man, it's heating up. So make sure y'all hit that follow button. And again, man, check us out. Toe2Toe Sports. I'm your Dawgs Steveo. That's my boy Kb Steveo.
We out.
We out here.
I ain't never played sports. You know what I mean? I always have, you know what I'm saying, like music and love music from the jump. So that was my just plan A. I ain't even have a plan B. I made myself not have a plan B on purpose just so I can fulfill my plan A.